Alright guys, so we're going to take this out for an FPV flight because there's no angle on that and it's just straight. We're going to flight and stab mode. Also use the Viper goggles instead of the ones that came with it because those don't have DVR. You're going to need to be able to bind this before you get it started because it's not bound out of the package. So first thing we want to do is hold this red button, the unlock motor button. Or let's try pressing that again. Or do it at the same time maybe. There we go. So that's what you want. You want blink blink, and now it's searching for the drone. Go ahead and plug the drone in. Here, beep. You have flashing light. You will flash, now there's steady. That means it's ready to go. And we can hit the light button. It's definitely communicating. If you turn this on and you turn this on, or turn this on and turn this on, and lights are just flashing, this doesn't beep with communication, that's what's wrong. You need to bind it. Alright, let's go outside. We're going to use the Viper goggles. We're going to fly this in stab mode. See how this camera is. This camera, I don't like how far inset it is, but don't judge a book by its cover. We're going to fly it. We're going to see how it does. Alright guys, I just want to show you. I got these goggles on my head already. I have a hat on. I also have my glasses on. They fit so comfortably. It's cold out here. It's like, what, probably 29 degrees or so. So this is going to be a comfortable flight as opposed to my ears getting really cold. All right, here we go, guys. So we have liftoff. And I will note, you'll see it a couple times, you'll see the drone kind of just like teeter to one side. Right there. So you kind of teeter to one side there. You have to be careful on the sticks on this. It is a plastic controller. They are plastic gimbals. This is not the T8SG that we're using. Hopefully it's using the same protocol and we can use the T8SG on this just like we do with the Bugs 3 Mini. But with this one, even not going full 100% down, you kind of get that floppy. So even when you're like 90% down on the stick, it's kind of recognizing that as completely down. So be aware of that. You're going to have to kind of adjust your flight style to that. The camera on this, as I noted, it was very far set back into that glass, into the lens, and I have experience with those type of cameras because I've dealt with a lot of drones, as you guys know, and generally they're not great. And I noted it wasn't great, but I'm like, let's not judge a book by its cover. It's not great. What you're seeing here is a bit downgraded because of the DVR on the Viper glasses, but because the Viper goggles, the DVR is not great on them either. Gonna kind of tell you guys how it is here. But as far as the visual perception of this camera goes, you really don't have any downplay. You can't see down as far as you would, or up as far as you would, or left or right as far as you would with like a AIO AKK 200 milliwatt, or your other AIOs that you would buy from Amazon or Banggood or wherever that you would stick on stuff as a modded feature. This one that came stock with this drone is very narrow, and you'll see that as I climb. You'll see that as I climb up higher, which is, I don't suggest anybody climbing up high with this because your perception as where you are, even when you pitch down when you're pretty high, you don't have a wide angled lens on this, so you don't have a great perception as to where you are. So definitely keep that in mind. All in all, the drone flies well. I'm not used to flying these types of drones, not on the jumper, but I wanted to get it out stock because I know a lot of you guys don't have the jumper. I know a lot of you do, but I know a lot of you don't. And some of you guys are like, "Hey, well, you didn't do the review with the stock controller. What gives?" Well, what gives? I'm used to the jumper, but catering to you guys that don't have the jumper, that may never get the jumper, and that just like stock, ready to fly stuff. All in all, it's a nice drone. I would say save your money. Go ahead and save your money, guys. J Drone's telling you don't buy the most expensive package with this drone. Do your shopping too. This is a Bugs 3 Mini. So search the Eachine model, search the Bugs 3 Mini model, whatever's cheaper, buy. They're the same exact thing. And again, stay away from the FPV package. The goggles that come with it, they're actually good goggles. That's what I learned to fly on. The clarity of the goggles are good. The range of the goggles are good. They do not have a DVR, but that will get you started if that's something that you did want to go for. But as far as this camera that was pre-installed into this drone, I'm gonna nix it. I'm gonna say it's not worth getting. It's not worth spending the extra $40 to $50 on the package versus where you can get the normal one that's not on flash, probably for about $50-$60. These were on flash for a package for around 50, but Eachine said it was limited, and I guess you guys scoffed them up really quick. And I mean, for $50 for this package, it's definitely worth it, but you're going to want to change out that AIO. You're going to want to change out the camera. And again, we are up high here. I can't see below myself. Even pitching, full pitching down, I know my tree line. I know my surroundings really well. So that's how I was able to kind of keep orientation. But like, we're full pitched all the way down. I'm over top myself. I can't see myself. And then obviously we pop up and we get into that sun. So this is a little bit scary. It was a little bit scary. I had the down throttle and literally just, and there's my tree line. Down throttle just to come down, and I still can't see myself. So it was, if I didn't fly this place, and there's my tree line, I know my tree line, bam, now I can see myself bottom left, if you were able to see that. So that's, your perception is not good on this. It's not a wide angle lens. Why they would set the eye so far back into that lens, and why companies do that, and why other cameras do that, is beyond me. It's dumb. It doesn't work well, and it actually almost seems like it's magnifying stuff. And I noticed that flying towards myself, as I'm going to be flying towards myself now, I can hear the drone. Perception tells me the drone's close to me, but my ears tell me it was further back. So that's something to keep in mind. Can you whoop around with this? You can whoop around with this. You're not going to do it fast. You're not going to go real high with it because, again, it's not a wide-angled lens, guys. So J-Drone's telling you the way it is, like I always tell you the way it is. The drone flies good. Even on the controller, it's okay. You need to just manage your left stick and not go below 90%. Otherwise, it's going to register as 0 or 100% down, and then you're going to get floppies like I was in the beginning, and we kind of just did right there. Go ahead and get the base model. Get the base model for like $50-$60. Go on Amazon, and we're going to do a climb here again. Go on Amazon, get you a $15 to $22 AIO. Stick it on it. Bam, done. If you got your own FPV goggles, you got a really nice $60-$70 ACRO drone that you can fly around and have a lot of fun with. If you have the jumper, that's added incentive. If you don't have goggles, you can get the goggles that I showed you in the beginning of the video on eBay really cheap if you want to tiptoe into FPV. That'd definitely be a way that I would suggest doing it, because again, that's the way that I learned. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns, definitely get at me. This DVR quality was not what I saw on my goggles. Viper, get at me. I want a 3.0. I want a DVR to record what I'm seeing, because what I saw was a lot brighter. It was a lot clearer. So as far as this grainy little look that we got going on here, that's not what I saw in the goggles, and I don't understand why it's recording different to the DVR. It doesn't make sense to me, but guys, stay tuned. I have a way to mod these goggles to make them the most epic box goggles ever, plain point, period. Thumbs up, subscribe, later.